Hi, welcome to Internet of Things tutorials from Robojax. In this video we are going to use ESP32 and ESP32 camera extension board from SunFounder that comes also with a battery, and built a real-time weather station to display, for example, time, the sky, whether it's cloudy, mist or rainy or whatever it is, and temperature and humidity on the LCD. And we are going to learn how to use this 2004 with 20 characters and 4 lines. And today's minimum and maximum is the ESP32 starter kit from SunFounder. This is the best ESP32 learning kit from SunFounder. It has this ESP32 microcontroller which has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. This board can do everything Arduino Uno can do or many other Arduinos can do, plus extra more features. Because we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, the possibilities are endless. You can get connected to the cloud or do the control or read information or values via your mobile device or your desktop or over the cloud from a far location. It comes with a camera extension kit where you can stream the video over Wi-Fi either through the cloud or to your network, and also it comes with micro SD card where you can save images on the micro SD cards, or you can write from the device any information, log the information on the device and read it back. You can power the board using this included 18650 lithium battery, and it has built-in charger where you can connect micro USB and charge the battery. The kit comes with 320 pieces of component that you can learn tons of projects. When you need to have the weather, there is an OpenWeather Map is an option that is available on the internet, and we are going to program this ESP32. First, we are going to open an account with them, and then they will provide us an API kit, application programmable interface, and we are going to program this ESP32 with extension board, and this will connect over Wi-Fi. As you can see, we are not connected, and this information is updated every 10 seconds, and you can change the time, and you will select your city and your country. ESP32 sends a request, and we will get information such as temperature, humidity, and the sky, and also we get the time from the international time server. So we are getting all of this together to have a weather station and display it on this LCD. This is the OpenWeather website. You can come here and open an account, and after opening the account, it will provide you an API, application programmable interface, and you can pull data with our ESP32, and we will parse that data and display it on the screen. At the end, I'm going to provide you the code. Once you learn the basic one, then you will be able to add the minimum and maximum. So this can display only 4 characters here. I set it to display 4 characters, so everything will fit with a 2-digit, with a double digit, and single-digit decimal places. Come to this page, docs.sunfounder.com. Scroll down until you see ESP32, then click on ESP32 Starter Kit Main. On the left side, click on Arduino User, and scroll down to 8.1, and here, real-time weather from OpenWeather Map. And this is an IoT or Internet of Things project that our device will be connected. We are reading the weather from OpenWeather using ESP32 and displaying it on a LCD screen. We will be using ESP32 board, ESP32 extension board, jumper wires, and LCD screen. We need to open an account in OpenWeather, which I'm going to show you next. Here is some steps. There is a wiring. At the bottom we have the code, which I'm going to show you step by step and also show you the wiring. Here is some explanation for the code as well. Now let's click on OpenWeather, go sign in, and not registered, create an account. Now they will send you an email, so you have to check your email and confirm. Click on API keys. There is a key available for you, and you can create a new key or name it if you want. Weather, and here, so we need to have this key. Now let me show you the wiring. We are getting this male to female. One side is female, the other side is male connector, and we are connecting it. First let me connect these. Let me connect these 4 wires here. I connect them like this, and if I turn it around, it looks similar to this color. The bottom is orange, as you can see here, then yellow, and then red, and the top one, this is like black and white, and we have brown, like that. Now I'm turning this. So, and from here, the top one, the brown goes to ground, to the ground, and then the red goes to 5 volts. So this portion is done, and then yellow goes to 21. And orange goes to pin 22. And 22, between 21 and 22, there are 2 holes left. So the wiring is now completed. I'm opening Arduino IDE. Let's open our project by clicking on File, Open. On the left side, click on Downloads, then ESP32 Starter Kit Main on the right side. Double click to open it, double click on C, double click on Codes, and scroll down to IoT OpenWeather, and this is number 1. Select it and click Open. For including, this line is for LCD screen, this is to initialize the Wi-Fi, and this is for HTTP client, and this is for Arduino JSON when we receive the information. Here is the SSID for our Wi-Fi. Enter your SSID and enter the password. And this is your API. So paste the API. I'm going to change it, and I do not care. So paste the API. We need to enter the city, and let's copy this and go and find the city that we are working on. So let's say here, Toronto, Canada, and there is a geographic geolocation, and here is the coordinate, but we have Toronto, and then the country is CA. And country code is CA. 10 seconds, every 10 seconds we will have a call, and this is the variable that is holding the call number, and this is string JSON buffer. When we read the information from the that server, will come to this, and this is setting number of column and row for the LCD. And here from the library for the LCD we create an object called LCD. This is the address for the LCD, and this column is coming here. This is as if I type 16 and 2, and this is the NTP server. The NTP server is for international time. It goes to this URL and GMT offset 0, daylight offset 0. If you want to change it like daylight saving time or whatever, you initializing the Wi-Fi with the SSID and password, and it's printing this text when it gets connected. And this is while Wi-Fi status is not equal to WL connect. If it's not that, then we delay, and until it's connected we will continuously print this dot on the screen, and this will create a new line, and it will print this on the screen as connected with the IP address, and we will see the IP address with the text. And timer is set to 10 seconds. This is also a text. This is initializing the screen. This is turning on the backlight. Inside the loop we get the current time that ESP32 has started running. This is the time that ESP32 starts, and at the moment it's number of milliseconds. In 1 second it will be 1000, and in 10 seconds this number will be 10,000, and we are subtracting it from the last time value, which is at the top, last time. And if it is greater than time delay, then we get connected to the Wi-Fi, if the Wi-Fi is connected, and then it goes to the server path, to this server, plus the city, plus the country code, unit, metric, and it will append the weather API key at the end. So this one line is the call line to the server. So this will create a variable called server path of type string, and here we use HTTP GET request, and we pass this server path as a C string, and the request, the information that comes will be a JSON buffer here, and we print the JSON buffer on the screen to see how it looks like. And then from JSON buffer, this value, we use JSON.parse. We are parsing it, we are extracting it and putting it in a format that we want, in a variable called my object of type JSON variable, or var. Now we can do a lot with this, and here JSON type, if my object is equal and defined, then it will print the error, because if it cannot find it. And there are extra other values like pressure, temperature, humidity. This is for serial monitor, and here this is getting time. My object, remember this, my object is from JSON, from server, and this is GMT set second, stores in this variable, and then we configure the time, pass this value and daylight off, and from NTP server. So this will configure the time, and this will get a print a local time, and this will be stored in a variable called time. And we clear the screen from the previous value, lcd.clear. This is setting the cursor at character 0, line 0, and after that it prints this time here with a space, and it will print the weather, main weather value. So this is main object. We have one array, element 0, and there is inside another array main. Here I've created a URL based on this information, and I've replaced the city, comma, country code with Toronto and CA, and then this is unit, metric, and then app ID, the OpenWeather API key. When you put it all together, it's something like this. Let's screen and enter. Here it says we got city not found. So Toronto has a spelling, and I fixed it. Now press enter. Here this is information that when our program runs, it requests, so this will come back. Let me zoom. You see it has a property called latitude, longitude, and we get the weather ID is 8 something, and then main, clouds, description, overcast, icon, and then base station. So these are the value, temperature, feels like. This is all Celsius, visibility, wind, cloud. So in the main we could get the temperature, feels like, minimum, maximum, pressure, and humidity. At the moment we are getting temperature and humidity and displaying it from the main. And then from this weather we are getting main. And here we have picked here my object weather 0 main. If we open at a JSON, let's see weather 0 main, what it is. This is the JSON that I've requested, that I've sent, and here this is the main JSON, and then we go weather and then main. So weather 0, 0 is because we have this square bracket, and this is an array, and this item is item 0, and we could have more, so this is 0 and then main. That's why weather and then 0 and then main. And we go to the main JSON, we go to the JSON and select main, and then inside main we select the temperature, and the same way main and humidity. And as you can see, the main doesn't have this square bracket. So main temperature, from main we can get this, and main humidity will give us that, this humidity. And we are getting the value. Then we go to line 0, character 1, and then we put T, and then main temperature. So this is referring to the temperature, and this will print 223, the degree symbol, and then C, and then after that humidity, and we get the humidity with percent. Now here we said if the Wi-Fi is connected, do all this, else it says Wi-Fi is disconnected, and then remember the current time in the variable called last time, so we can calculate the time, and based on that we know every 10 seconds we do something. And the print local time is called, this is a function at the bottom of this code here. And here if we print this value, this was already there, I just uncommented, and we can get all this information from here as with A, B, C, D, A, B, D, day, year, hour, so minute and second. Here, let me just stop this, and it will be printed like this. So the first one is the day, the A. Let me go here. This one. So A is Friday, and this B is the month, December, and this D is the day, 29, and then year, hour, and then we have colon, 58, and then colon, minute. So we get all this information. And here print local time, we are using get local time from the time info that we created at the top, and if the time is not true, if it does not exist, then we print this error. And here we are creating a character array called time hour with 3 elements. And for hour we have 3 elements, and we are getting the time info from here with H. I have shown you that H is hour, and we are getting the hour here, and then another array time minute of character with 3 characters. So this has 3 characters for the hour, and then for minute also we have 3 characters, and this line is converting string format, and we are getting the time hour, this hour, and we are getting the information from here, storing it in this, and the same way we are using string format for the time, we are getting minute, and in this line we are creating time of a string using string, we are getting the hour and converting it to a string. So that will be our hour. And then we put colon and then string, we are getting the minute. So we are showing just hour and minute. And this is printing the same time on the screen, with and it returns the time. So this will go back. Now let's see how we can select the ESP32 board. We can click here under the select board and type here ESP32 DEV. As soon as you type dev, you will see dev board. You can select it and click OK. So the board has been selected. Now we have to select the port. The other way to select the board is click on Tools, Board, ESP32, and select the ESP32 dev module. Now we have to select the port. If I click here, it shows 2 ports, and I don't know which one belongs to my device. Sometimes you will not see the number properly. So the best way to be sure, right click on the Start menu, go to the Device Manager, and you will see here the ports. If I click on this arrow, it will show me the ports. One is USB serial CH340, the other is USB serial device. And here, now it's connected. If I disconnect this, one of them disappears. The one that disappeared is my board. So 6 stays and 8 disappeared. If I connect it, so 8 is my COM port, CH340. Now 8 is my COM port and I can select it. Or I can click on Tool, Port, and here you will see it. You can select whichever you want. Ours is COM8. Now we have successfully selected the board and the port. And this is very important. It must be done first. Now let's click to upload the code. So we got connected. The IP address is there. So it needs 10 seconds before we refresh the screen. And as you can see, it shows the time at the moment exactly at 8 o'clock. It says mist and temperature 6.26 degrees Celsius. Humidity is 99%. I was playing with the code here to check the offset time. This line, I've added this line, and this is printing that code. So to see my time zone in terms of offset, I can just upload it and it will not be printed. Again, new upload, 10 seconds, we have to wait. And that offset should not be printed. So this is the actual time. I've changed this 16 to 20 and the number of rows to 4. And inside the code, I've done some modifications, so I was able to display it. In this line, we are getting the temperature, and I've converted using, this is the temperature, and I've used JSON.stringify, so we convert it to string, and it's now a variable called temp value of type string. And here I used temperature value, this variable, and I used substring. I said get from 0 up to 4 characters, so that's why we are removing 1 decimal point. And the same way I used the temperature minimum here from the main JSON and convert it to string, and then from 0 to 4, and the same way for the maximum as well. I use the same method. And here is the demonstration. We are reading the time. and whether the sky is clear and the temperature is 22 degrees. This is Dubai time, and minimum temperature is 19.1 and maximum is 22.9, and humidity is 73%. And I'm not connected to the USB or anything, it's just powered up with the provided lithium battery. Excellent.